This government meeting is brought to you by Eastworks and our local cable subscribers.
Meeting of August 22nd, Property Subcommittee. We have several items on the agenda. Any public speak? I don't see many public here.
We have the mayor.
We have the mayor.
Yeah, I just want to make a quick statement about just the follow-up from the last meeting. I said I would put request and press release out around just the timing of the committee releasing or taking a vote or releasing it to City Council. But that's, I'm going to, I realize that on the agenda that's not being covered, but I just wanted to reiterate that. And I'm going to stay on the meeting on mute and turn off my camera just to listen in about the poll request. So thank you for the time, Chair.
Sure. We were hoping to have someone from Verizon be here and also someone from Eversource. I had spoken to the Eversource person, but I don't see anyone yet. So let us start to proceed. I think the first item on the agenda, do you have a preference which one we start with? Anybody? Let's see if we can, I think, Cherry Street. Why don't we do that? And I'm not sure if sharing the screen would be helpful at this point. Do you folks have Cherry Street in front of you? The request was from Verizon and NStar Electric, Eversource for a jointly owned pole. But the plan that I had, let me see if I can share the screen. And I'm not seeing share the screen option at the three little buttons here. Does anyone find that easily?
Mr. Chair, I think isn't there a present button? Is that the arrow within the square? Is that what you're looking for?
Arrow, yeah, I'm looking for it. Let's see, I'm gonna close the recording. Arrow within the button. Yeah, okay, got it. Present. Share a window. Which window? Cherry Street. Let's see if we can pull that up. Does it show up? I think it's coming. Yeah. While that's coming up, if anyone else sees another person joining, please let me know.
We cannot see it because we are not hosting.
I'm sorry?
We cannot see anyone if we're not hosting. So we have to be co-host to see people if they're in.
Good point. Well, let's see if we can get through. I'll have to try to pay attention to that too. Cherry Street, relocated jointly owned pole, numbered TE E5, from the north side, approximately 16 feet easterly of the center line of Stone Path Lane. And the plan, I thought, was a bit cryptic. I'm not sure if anyone else can understand it better than I can. All right, here comes Jason from the gas company. I'm sorry, from the surveyors who are representing the gas company. Hi, how you doing, Jason? We're in the middle of a proposal for Cherry Street, and I'm looking at this here. Does anyone, it looks like they're wanting to move 5 feet for the pole relocation. I have not heard from anyone regarding this, but it seemed a little cryptic as to where the placement of the houses were on that plan, and if there were any driveways that were interfering or affected or close to. And I had always been used to trying to get a little bit of that information on the plan. Going from here to here. So it's clear that the center line of Stone Path is 16 feet over. And that's the request. That's the only bit of information they shared with us. Do we have any questions about that? Did anyone feel a need for further clarification or additional information, or looking at it with we don't have a representative of Verizon with us, unfortunately. If not, I would entertain a motion if there are no questions about this matter.
Motion to recommend to relocate the jointly owned pole number T.2/E.5 to a point on the north side of Cherry Street, approximately 16 feet easterly from the center line of Stone Path Lane.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to move the pole location. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Jay Owen?
Oh, aye.
Aye. Omar?
Aye.
Aye. That matter will be referred to the full council with a recommendation for approval. Since we have Jason, thank you so much for joining us today. I appreciate that.
No problem at all. Yeah, thank you for inviting me.
Let's see if we can move on to your question.
Sure.
And that was the gas company easement that was requested by now Eversource. And I'm going to try to share the screen for that one. On Liberty Street. Since you're with us, if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good. Bear with me, it may take a moment to load. All right. Jason, I guess you had been involved in the preparation of this plan. Maybe you can tell us what's going on.
Sure.
If you don't mind. I'm going to just give a quick look, and I'm happy to go to the plan if that's something that you'd like to point to.
Yeah, sure. Probably for a visual, just so everyone can see what's going on. I'll try and make it quick. So, so I'm Jason Bascom. I'm with the Merrill Engineers and Land Surveyors, and I'm a contractor with Eversource, and I typically put together some of their surveys and some of their land rights documents, including the easements. And so this right here is your view of Liberty Street. Basically, there's an existing gas main in Liberty Street. I'm not exactly sure where it goes at the moment, but it's dated and needs full replacement. And so most of this, the length of Liberty Street, the line is going to be within the public right of way. And this section here, this is showing the bridge that goes over, Broad Brook goes to the south, and to the north is the Lower Mill Pond, I think it is. And so to put in, the new gas line, it's an 8-inch main, and they're going to be installing it by means of horizontal directional drilling. So it means, further down the street, they're going to dig a couple pits, and they're going to basically drill the line underneath, out and around the bridge abutment there and underneath the pond, and then back to Liberty Street, where there'll be another pit that they receive, the receiving end of the line. So in order to get this line here, the reason for this is to avoid the bridge altogether, so that we don't interfere with all the wood pilings, and we don't need to go digging within the area of the bridge. And we have to go outside, which is, this is City of Easthampton property, which is why we're requesting this easement. So I've been working with Eversource engineers to, they've come up with this plan. We've presented it to Easthampton Engineering, and they're good with this. They're happy that this is going here and not interfering with the bridge at all. And we've also gone through the process with someone in the legal department to go back and forth with Eversource on a couple changes to the language of the document, and I think they've settled on a place where they're good to go with the languages of the document. And last week a couple weeks ago we went to the first city council meeting, and it ended up here, and it's pretty much the overview of it. So if anyone has any questions on that, please let me know.
So if I may take a quick crack at it, easement A and easement B, it looks like there's two separate easements.
Correct.
And this would be to the north of Liberty Street.
Correct. Yep.
In toward the Mill Pond area. How deep do you go with this?
Typically, it'll be probably around 20 to 30 feet deep. I would guess. I think is kind of what they have in the plan.
And this would avoid having to go into the road or under the road or under the bridge, and avoid any of the abutments.
Correct. Yep.
From what I understand. Okay.
Yes. Yep.
It's pretty short. It all looks like it's pretty much on the level, almost the level area of the land. There's this hillside going up on both sides. So, and it's an 8-inch main that you'll be putting in, replacing an 8-inch main, or
I believe the existing one might be 6 inches, but yes, the new one will be 8
inches. Yeah, I don't have any further questions. Does anyone else?
No.
No. I'm going to get off easy tonight, it looks like.
That's good.
Well, we know we need to do it. It looks like it addresses, and it's been approved by the people who need to look it over. So I don't have any further questions about this. And again, no one from the public has expressed any concern about it. So I would entertain a motion to approve the recommendation of these easements, that the mayor have the authority to then go ahead and complete those easements. So we would recommend that to the council. That I would be willing to entertain a motion to that effect.
I'll move. Second.
With the first and a motion and a second, any further discussion? Hearing none. Councilor Gomez.
Aye.
Councilor Zaret.
Yes.
Councilor Kuczynski, yes. That moves this to the full council. We will have a hearing on September 7th on a Wednesday to discuss this. The hearing will open up at 6:15. I'm not sure who will be coming from the gas company, just in case other councilors may have questions, but it doesn't hurt to have somebody here.
Sure. Sure. And, I myself will try to make it, or if not, I'll make sure one of the engineers is on there and they'll be able to answer any questions. So absolutely.
I appreciate your joining us today. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thank you guys. Thank you for getting this one out of the way. I appreciate it. And everyone have a good night. Thank you.
All right. Very good. Thank you. Let's see. We have a couple more. How about, is there a preference for Loudville Road? Or let's do Main Street, if we may. I'll share this. It'll take a moment. All right. This one here is a proposal to remove an existing tree guy and install a new pole, solely owned pole by Eversource at 277 Main Street, approximately. There is, I don't know if you've been out there, but there is the existing tree is a tree that's been cut and almost felled. It's a dead tree that was being used as a guy line, and it certainly looks like it needs to be dealt with. I think the tree that's there takes up more of an obstruction to anyone coming in and out of any of the driveways than a pole would. So a single pole would actually be definitely an improvement, in my opinion. This is a photograph, a view from above. The 277 Main Street with the pole would be going in approximately in that location. They notified the abutters. I have not heard from any of the abutters. I didn't know if anybody had any questions. I think it's pretty clear, and this one is definitely important to have. So in the absence of any questions, I'd be willing to entertain a motion to recommend the pole for a guy wire at the solely owned pole at 277 Main Street.
So move. Second.
With a motion and a second, any further discussion? Not seeing any. Councilor Gomez?
Aye.
Councilor Zarek?
Aye.
Councilor Kwasinski? Aye. Again, we have a recommendation to the full council, and there will be a public hearing on this on September 7th. The final matter before us is the Loudville Road question. Let's see if we can have Loudville here. All right. Eversource is looking for a pole location at, now they don't mark the exact location, unfortunately, so it's not absolutely clear. My understanding from the map would put it across the street from 74 Loudville Road. So 74 Loudville Road is here, and the pole would be across the street. It would serve the property and the new areas that are being developed in this area. So Cherry's relocate one jointly owned pole to a point on the north. Oh no, that's Cherry Street. Sorry about that. requesting one pole 95 feet northwesterly of an existing pole 100/17, approximately 170 feet southeasterly of existing pole 100/18, approximately 24 feet from the center line of Loudville Road. Purpose is to bring power to underground to 17 units in a new neighborhood development off of Loudville Road. Again, I have not heard from anyone about this matter. Has anyone else? No.
No, Mr. Chairman.
Do we have any questions about this matter? No. Then I would be willing to entertain a motion for the relocation of a jointly owned pole to a point on the north, from the jointly owned pole to accommodate the road construction. Nope. It's before here. Sorry, the screen is just bouncing up and down. To install that pole approximately 95 feet northwesterly of the existing pole and 170 feet southwesterly of existing pole 118. To bring power to the underground 17 units in the new neighborhood development. I'd be willing to obtain such a motion.
Second.
With a motion and a second, any further discussion? I will entertain votes. Councilor Zaret.
Aye.
Aye. Councilor Gomez.
Yes.
Aye. Councilor Kwasinski. Aye. We will be recommending this matter to the full council on September 7th for a full public hearing. This concludes our section regarding polls. We did have before us the question of what the matter that was referred to us, which had, I don't have that in front of me. There was the three of us were away at the August meeting. I believe Jamie Webb had wanted the matter to be referred to other committees. And Councilor Gomez, did you have any objection to that?
To move it to another committee?
Yes, to have this
No,
go
I
back.
don't have any objection. She talked to me and she said that she's going to be on vacation this week and she preferred to send it to public safety. I don't have any objection with that, if that's what they want.
I had none. Councilor Zaret?
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, I read it, and if I'm not mistaken, I just want clarification. It's just this one kind of summary page. I'm assuming there's more documents somewhere, but it basically recommends, these pretty kind of, easy kind of topics that are public safety related, the broken street lights and stop signs and stuff, no parking signs, pedestrian crossing to public safety. So, I mean, I can speak as chair of public safety. I'm happy to take that on. I think it makes sense.
I believe there was also some stop signs for some
stop signs, speed monitoring enforcement,
public safety or ordinance, and it seemed to be the typical place. And I don't know why Councilor Derby sent it to our committee, but we were happy to deal with it. But I think those who are planning on dealing with those issues probably should. Since there is an ordinance involved. So we will not discuss that this evening. We'll recommend to the full council that this go to public safety at the next meeting. I believe we have a meeting coming up on August 31st at 6 o'clock, where we will continue the discussion about the reuse of the three schools.
That's correct.
Anything else? That being said, I would
Motion to adjourn.
I have a motion to adjourn.
Second.
With a motion to adjourn, no further discussion? No, not seeing any. Councilor Gomez?
Aye.
Councilor Kwasinski? Aye. Councilor Zaret?
Aye.
Aye. We have 3 ayes. This meeting is concluded. Thank you so much.
Right.
You well.
Bye-bye.
This government meeting is brought to you by Eastworks and our local cable subscribers.